Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of AI video creation, the little gem called Hedra. If you've ever wanted to make your images come to life, then stick around. Imagine this, you've got a brilliant idea for a video, but you're stuck in a creative rut. Enter Hedra, the AI tool that can turn your wildest dreams into reality. Friends, I can hear your questions now. What features does Hedra provide that makes it a unique AI tool? How accurate and valuable are the outputs it generates? And most importantly, can Hedra create a rap video about me accidentally butt-dialing my boss? We'll address all of these very important questions and more. All right, it's time to rate and review Hedra using my trusty acronym FOCUS, which stands for Features, Output, Cost, Usability, and Speed. Does Hedra provide relevant features? The UI is made up of basically three different sections. We have audio, we have character, and we have video. The way to think about this is basically we create or upload our audio, we create or upload an image of our character, and then Hedra will put those together to create an amazing and fun video in which our character lip syncs to the audio. I can type or paste text into this box. I can then choose a voice. While browsing through these voices, I can sample each voice by clicking this little play button. This will not play the words in the text box that we just pasted in. This will instead play a pre-recorded audio example.
Never mistake motion for action.
Okay, I like this one. I'm going to choose Emily. What we can also do is we can import audio, and this could be spoken word. This could be a song. This can even be a stand-up comedy routine. For character, we can upload a character, or we can simply click randomize prompt, and Hedra will give us an image to start with. If we don't like that image, we can either manipulate the prompt, or we can click randomize seed. This will still attempt to achieve what is written in this prompt, but just from a slightly different perspective. And using this button, we can stylize the image. For right now, I just wanted to give you a very quick overview of the UI and the features. For features, I'm giving Hedra a full 5 stars. Next, we have output. Does Hedra deliver accurate and valuable results? Let's find out. We're going to import audio. I've created a song in Suno that we're going to use for this creation. If you haven't tried Suno, you gotta try Suno. It is amazing and so much fun. If you're not sure how to use Suno to create music, I have a video. You can check it out right up there. I'm going to start this song at 10 seconds. You're gonna love this. I've prepared an image that I created with Adobe Firefly. Arguably, some of the other image creators are better than Adobe Firefly. Like in my last video, we actually reviewed Flux. However, I will sometimes experiment and jump back and forth between different AI image creators. And this just happened to have the look that I was going for this creation. All right, we have our audio. We have an image for our character. We can simply click generate video. All right, guys, our creation is ready. Let's check it out.
But dial my boss, dude, this can't be true. Heard me singing in the shower, acting like a fool. Rap battling to myself, sounding like a tool. Hope he's got a sense of humor, or else I'm in a stew. Flipping through the channels, got distracted, lost my shit. Moonwalking to the kitchen, thinking about some cheese whiz. Phone still in my pocket, pants tighter than Slim Jim. Carrier pigeons got better signal, man. This bit, awkward silence echo, break with deja vu. Crying, laughing emojis, messages in queue. Sipping on some kombucha, gotta play it cool.
I love it. Okay, let's try another creation. At this time, there doesn't seem to be a clear all button or reset button. So basically, refresh your browser and then you can start working on a new creation. I've prepared audio and images for several different experiments, and they all actually involve songs from Suno because I think it's fun. Okay, I've imported the audio track for our second experiment. We're going to start this one at 1:10. And I know that just because I've reviewed the song in Suno, and I think that the best part starts here for this particular song. So I have that set, and then I'm going to click here to add my image. And just as before, this is all we really need to do. This is our second project. We're going to go through, we're going to create 4 different projects. And then afterwards, I'm going to show you how to go back to your existing creations and remix and even stylize those. Let's go ahead and start generating our next creation. Our new creation is ready. Let's check it out.
Deadlines knocking at my door, but I'm spinning on the floor. Sexy moves and sparkling lights. That's my plan for every night. No cares in the world, I got tonight. Madness in my bed, feeling right. Reality can pause for a while. All I need is this beat and my smile.
I love it. Beautiful. Okay, time for another. I'm going to go ahead and refresh. I'm on a Mac, so I'm pressing Command R to refresh my browser screen. Of course, you can do that using the refresh button as well. Project number 3. I'm going to start this one at 28 seconds. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to turn out. We're going to see. If you haven't noticed yet, I like to experiment with AI, which will sometimes not work. It'll sometimes completely fail. And I actually think that is just as much fun as having it work out correctly. So let's see what happens here. You know how I said I like to sometimes break AI? I did it. So I'm going to show you this, and we're learning here together on what not to do to make Hedra work. All right, I'll just play this so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to first zoom in, and I'm going to play. Disaster. So here's what we've learned. Hedra is intended to lip sync for humans, not for animals, and especially not dinosaurs. The dog we animated turned out decent, not perfect. It tries to create more of a human mouth with the lips and the teeth. It also helps when the character is facing the camera. In the case of the dinosaur, it's not human, it's not facing the camera, and the mouth is way too big. That's why it kind of worked with the dog, because we had a small mouth, and Hedra can kind of make that work. The dinosaur, no. And as an example, I'll play this one, which is head on, so it came out better, still not great.
Tiny arms, big dreams, but the struggle is real. Life from a dead, I'm trying to keep it surreal. Tiny arms, big dreams, yeah, I'm keeping it chill.
Okay, also a disaster. That's why we do this, so we can learn. Now I'll show you one that turned out better, but the character is not facing the camera, so not perfect. Let's check it out.
In this world we are free, euphoric utopia, reality. Dancing through the cosmos we go, now together we glow.
You can definitely still tell it's AI, but I like that we get different movement, not just in the face, but in the shoulders a little bit. Okay, let's try another one together. I'm going to go ahead and import another audio track that I've created in Suno. And we'll import our image and generate. I think you're going to like this one. I actually did this one twice. The first time I didn't have the part of the song that I really wanted, but my second attempt I think turned out pretty good. Let's check it out. I'm going to zoom in.
Coffee, coffee, save your joy. You chase away the daily blues. Fill my cup with liquid gold. Coffee, save your bold and cold. Every sip a miracle sweet, fueling me on endless repeat. Pause to drink and feel the buzz. Coffee savior does what it does.
Smooth and sexy, oh yeah. Okay, we've created several projects. Now let's see what Hedra can do as far as stylizing our projects. Let's revisit this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and click right down here. The remix button brings it back into our project area, and I'm going to click stylize. And I can type anything I want down here. Or what I can do is just create a random prompt. And then once I put that prompt there, I can go ahead and click stylize. Obviously, Hedra has some kinks to work out, but here's what you need to do. You need to take this AI strength way down and then try it again. Stylize. Wow. I don't know what to say about that one. Now, if we were to go ahead and click stylize again with this prompt and with the current seed, we would get the exact same thing. So we can either change the prompt or we can change our seed. You could think of the seed as basically some different inspiration for this creation. And there you go. I'm going to go ahead and click the randomize prompt again. Now we have a different prompt. We have the same seed though, and you get something crazy. This says a man in a huge toy buildings in the background, which combining that prompt with our dog, it somewhat achieved that. Let's try another random prompt. An image of a face made from a coconut shell. The face has a rough natural texture with exaggerated features like a prominent nose and deep set eyes. And that one is just nuts. I'm going to go ahead and put in my own prompt. Dog as a country hillbilly. Let's just go with that. See what we get. It's okay. Let's try a random seed. Okay, so now we see basically how the stylized feature works. I actually want to try this with one of our other projects. We have the girl who was singing in her bedroom. We're going to click here to stylize this image. I'm going to click randomize prompt. An anime girl with vibrant, bold colors, sharp angles, nostalgic themes, reminiscence of 1980s, anime aesthetics, night city, neon light background. Look at that. Now we're getting somewhere. You can see that basically it's somewhat the same character, but it applied all of this style. You're going to get better results when you give it a prompt that is somewhat close to what you're already working with. For example, we have a girl. So if you describe something completely different, like a man inside of a toy, you're going to get some kind of very weird results. And just as we saw before, I can randomize the seed. So it'll actually take a slightly different perspective with this girl and with the style and with the prompt that we gave it. Interesting. I see a little bit of resemblance. Not a whole lot. I can take this down, and if I do, I should get something much closer to the original image. Okay, I like that image. Let's go ahead and click Apply Changes, and we have the same song that we gave her earlier. We have our new stylized image. Let's go ahead and click Generate Video. Okay, we have our result. Let's check it out.
Deadlines knocking at my door, but I'm spinning on the floor. Sexy moves and sparkling lights. That's my plan for every night. No cares in the world I got tonight. Madness in my bed, feeling right. Reality can pause for a while. All I need is this beat and my smile.
Okay, pretty good. And like you've probably heard before, this is the worst AI will ever be. I think that's a silly quote, but it's true. AI just keeps improving. I'm sure Hedra will keep improving, and the creations, I'm sure, will become more realistic. And even when you stylize your creation, I think it'll have more flow and natural kind of movement. But right now, this is what you can create, and it's a lot of fun. Let's remix another. So this may seem a little confusing, so I just want to point it out. This prompt that came up here is pretty much random. It has nothing to do with this image. You can basically ignore that. If you go to remix a project, just ignore what you have down here. If you were to click randomize seed or click randomize prompt, if you were to use those and then click create, you're basically replacing this image that you have here. But that's not what we want to do right now. What we want to do right now is we want to experiment with stylizing this image. So we're going to click here. And in the prompt box, it actually contains the prompt that we last used. Let's go ahead and randomize our prompt. And as you can tell, there's preset prompts here that will come up. The coconut, and let's see what else we have. A playful and exaggerated caricature of a character, only simple line drawing, exaggerated facial features. That is hideous, and that's nothing close to our image. We have a beautiful woman here. Let's go ahead and drag this down, and let's click Stylize. Yeah, let's create our own prompt. I'm going to say, beautiful superhero woman. I'm going to say, gorgeous and sexy steampunk woman. Let's see what happens when we change the seed. Or, of course, you can manipulate your prompt. Let's try bringing our AI strength down as far as possible and see what happens. So we've gotten some different, interesting stylized images. However, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to get better results if the character is directly facing the camera. So let's go remix one of our other projects. I'm going to go ahead and click remix on our coffee addicted woman. I'm going to click stylize. Let's try a random prompt. Sophisticated, flat design vector of a female dancer, painted in geometric colors, blocks. Interesting. Let's try another random prompt. When you click random, the AI strength jumps up to roughly 60% mark here. Actually, in this instance, I think that turned out pretty decent. Let's try randomized seed, see what it comes up with. Wow, that is both sexy and creepy, which might be just what you're looking for. Let's look at this prompt. Exaggerated facial features, large eyes, sporting distinct hair. So this large eyes, it decided to put those large eyes on her shirt. Interesting. Let's try another random seed. I'm going to drag this down a bit. See what happens. Let's just take it all the way down. Let's see what we get. Okay. Interesting. Let's randomize the seed again. Interesting. Cinematic lighting. The style resembles that of animation films. That's interesting. I do like that we're keeping some of the sexiness there, but hey, why not explicitly add that in and see what we get? Sexy 3D rendered character with a big head. I'm going to get rid of the big head part. I'm going to say with exaggerated features. Let's just go with that. See what we get. I didn't see anything change. Let's randomize the seed. Okay, now I think we're getting a little more interesting. Let's try randomizing the seed again. I like it. It's kind of realistic and it's kind of Pixar-ish. Let's try to bump up the AI strength, see what happens. I like that. What happens if we bump it up more? It's not getting crazy. Let's max out the AI strength, see what happens. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and randomize our seed. Whoa, I'm just curious. What would happen if we said voluptuous and sexy? Let's see what we can come up with. Oh no, a long neck is not voluptuous. Sorry, Hedra, that's not gonna work. I don't think Hedra has any idea what voluptuous means. Let's replace voluptuous with curvy. Do you know what that means? Let's see if Hedra can figure that out. Stylize error failed to fetch. This is my first time receiving that message. Let's try this again. Let's just remove those two words. I think we were getting better results before. Okay, I think we finally have an attractive Pixar-ish character. I'd like to go ahead and use this image with the song that we have. However, our song is about coffee. Let's see if we can just manipulate the prompt so this character is holding a cup of coffee. I'm not going to randomize the seed. So in theory, we should get a character that looks much like this stylized character that we've just generated, but holding a cup of coffee. Let's see. Not bad, but let's see if we can do better. I'm going to drag the AI strength back down. I think it's going to work better if we have an image between our original image and this Pixar-like creation. Let's try with the AI strength somewhat in the middle. I like that. How many fingers are we dealing with here? Let's do a little check, because that is an issue with AI, and it is jacked up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a thumb, 7. Oh, lordy lord. Like that image though. What the heck? We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go ahead and use this sexy, Pixar-like, chock full of fingers woman. Apply changes. Okay, generate video. Our creation is ready. Let's check it out.
Coffee, coffee, she's so way to take love. Fill my cup with liquid gold. Coffee, save your golden cold. Every sip a miracle sweet, fueling me on endless repeat. Pause to drink and feel the buzz. Coffee savior does what it does. Fast heartbeat.
It's interesting. It's a little hard to focus on her face or her singing with all these fingers. And I laughed because it almost looked like she thought that she was supposed to start singing again, but it was just a musical break. And that actually seemed very human. That's like me doing karaoke, singing at the wrong time. Overall, the ability to stylize, I find it very interesting. I find it also very experimental. Overall, it's something fun to play with. So for output, another 5 stars. Friends, what dumpster fire have you created with AI? Let me know in the comments. Cost. To review the pricing for Hedra, simply go to the top right corner where it says upgrade and click there. And you'll see that Hedra currently offers 4 different pricing plans: free, basic, Professional, and Enterprise. The free plan includes 5 videos per day, slower generations, 2 concurrent generations can be processing, and the video length of each can be up to 30 seconds. And the videos cannot be used commercially. With Basic, you get 20 minutes of video per month, 4 concurrent generations, video length up to 1 minute, and you can use these commercially. Of course, with this plan and the other paid plans, the creations would no longer be watermarked, and you get access to additional premium voices. Professional is $50 a month, 110 minutes of video, and Enterprise is custom pricing. If you're interested in using Hedra for your company or organization, you would contact Hedra and perhaps negotiate pricing for Enterprise. With the ability to create 5 videos each day on the free plan and 20 minutes of video per month on the $10 plan, Hedra is like a genie in a bottle. It grants your wishes without breaking the bank. It's a solid 5 stars for cost. My friend, if you love a good deal as much as I do, give this video a thumbs up. Moving on to usability. Is Hedra user-friendly? As far as usability, I feel that Hedra is doing some things right and some things I think could be done better. I like that we have these separate areas for audio, character, which then produces our video. I like that this interface is very simple and straightforward. However, I feel like there's room for improvement. Sometimes it was not clear on why we started with an image and then we got a drastically different image, which seemed to be not related to the first image at all. Hedra's interface is as smooth as a fresh jar of Skippy, the crunchy version of Skippy, because when it comes to the stylizing of images, there's room for improvement. For usability, I'm giving Hedra 4 stars. Finally, let's discuss speed. Does Hedra respond quickly? Using the free plan, each output took about 3 minutes. Totally acceptable for a free tool. For speed, another solid 5 stars. That brings my overall rating for Hedra to an impressive 4.8 stars. Now friends, if you want to elevate your videos from meh to magnificent, you'll need high quality images. And when it comes to high quality, realistic images, Flux is the king of the castle. Check out this video to discover all about the amazing capabilities of Flux and how to use it for free. My friend, the only thing left to do now is to smash that like button. After all, it's not going to click itself. Until next time, keep the creative juices flowing.